Now we can play the other dulls. Damn, dude, they're not messing around. They're starting hot here. That might be the movie Unstoppable, about the train that can't stop. I really thought that would be it. This looks more like a Taken 2 sort of situation. Yep, you got it. Europe is Scary, the movie. Yep, Taken 2. Isn't that the one where they introduced Jin Kazuya? Know what I'm talking about? Taken Tag Tournament. Taken Tag Tournament. In 2018, Kyle Fuller led the NFL in deflected passes and interceptions while playing for this NFC team. That's got to be the Los Angeles Rams. Gardner Minshew played at this AAC conference school from 26. Bro, college football is crazy, man. Dude legit was top 5 in Heisman. The Washington State Cougars? That's insane, man. I mean, I know they won the Apple Cup last year, but still, that's kind of crazy. I have absolutely... American Athletic Conference, I don't know what it is. Let's say... No, Purdue strikes me as being in the Big Ten. I don't know why. Maybe that's a Midwest thing. AAC... Georgia Bulldogs? Why would... Brother... He's not transferring from the Bulldogs to the WSU Cougars. Let's be realistic here. Okay, that's just think of an American school in a region you don't know where moving to WSU would be an upgrade. I have absolutely no clue what it could be. Maybe it's the university, it's the West Virginia University Mountaineers. I have absolutely no concept. I don't know, man. I don't know. Chet, did I change my game name? What Spurs player hip-checked Steve Nash into the scores table during Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals? Who's that guy? Tony Parker? Took a chance on it. Nope. All right, let me change my game name. Robert Horry. Ah, of course. Go Stars. Dude, I knew it was over when my mom texted me Edmonton in all caps and it was 3-1 for Edmonton. I was like, that's not a good sign. Sure enough. No, I mean, my team didn't even make the playoffs. So, I mean, I'm not trying to rag on them. But how the hell do you allow 5 goals in the third period? That's like a goal every 4 minutes, bro. That's insane. Muammar Gaddafi ruled Libya. That is not Hillary Clinton. That is Kurt Russell and Emily Blunt? The Bluntler? Oh, Alison Brie? I could see Alison Brie. Oh, it could be Katy Perry. I don't know. It's tough, man. It could be Carrie Ann Moss. I could see that as well. You could travel the world, but nothing compares to the Golden Coast, man. Founded in 1973, this brand of nutritional shakes usually comes in bottles with blue caps. Ensure? That's huge. From an Imogen Heap lyric, the lyric, what you say, are synonymous with the scene from the season 2 finale of this Fox show. What is the OC? That's a given, man. Michelle Pfeiffer played a retired Marine who takes a teaching position at a diverse high school in a rough area in this 1995 drama. I have absolutely no idea. Okay, Owl City collaborated with Carly Rae Jepsen on the song It's Always a Good Time. Always a good... The song is called Good Time. Michelle Pfeiffer, a retired Marine. It's McHale's Navy. It's in the Army now. Dog water song. Yep, that's right. What is it, man? Dangerous Minds. Allison Brie. Robert Horry. We got the tea today. Dude, it's Owl City? Yeah, I know. That's why like it doesn't even need to be said that the song sucks. The song bangs? No, it doesn't, man. I mean, if you're like 11, listen, I'm just exiting a phase of my life where I've been too online, so I no longer feel the need to start every sentence with "in my opinion." That should be implied because I'm the motherfucker saying it. But if you're like 11 years old, that song probably bangs. But like, there's no shot as like an adult. I'm gonna get in the car and say like, "Hey, play Good Time by Owl City, dude." It's not gonna happen. Put some respect on Carly Rae. Yeah, I do. I do for like her original music. The collaboration with Owl City. I mean, listen, brother, if Yes came out with Timber, I'm not going to say, well, you got to love it because it's Yes. I'm going to say, boo, bitch, get back to making Close to the Edge Part 2. If anything, the fact that the artist behind it is good makes the delta between the quality of the song and the artist that much more disappointing. It's a shopping cart song, okay? Elphaba. Things associated with green? Shrek, Elphaba, Grinch, Riddler? One away? Hulk? Elphaba, Grinch, Shrek. Things that are green. The Riddler was a trick, man. Things that ask you fucking questions, man. Mad Hat, things that speak in riddles. Famous riddle givers. Okay. Interesting. Capitol, obelisk, mall, pool. Washington, D.C. monuments. This is the easiest connections I've ever seen in my entire life. Fine print. That's the easiest one I've ever seen, man. The Mentat was not on today. Now I got that bullshit stuck in my head. Oh. Fuck the Celtics, bring back React Court. You can't just... That's really good. Starting the sentence with something 99% of people would agree with to get them to implicitly be more likely to agree to the second part of the sentence. That's so fucking smart, man. Hey, any of y'all hate terrorism and want to get Italian food for dinner tonight, honey? Part of a fleet. Ship. Answer to Gollum's riddle in The Hobbit. Yeah, I don't really care. See ya. Bye-bye. Second most popular girl's name of the 2020s after Olivia. I should know that. I'm like, which? How many of this is in my daughter's school right now? I think it could be like, I don't know. I got to think. Not keeping secrets. Sticker on an envelope. That's a stamp, bro. Hit me. That is to say, I mean, the P of MPH. New name taken by the Pope. Emma! Emma, the second most popular name of the 2020s. Italian food is kind of the GOAT, man. They were cooking when they made Italian food. Polio string cheese individually wrapped 48 count. So we start the Fermi estimate. People would pay 30 cents for each one of these. That takes you to approximately $14.99. Take it down $1 because it's Costco. Crazy that there's these cheese for less than 30 cents is insane, man. $9.99 for 48 cheeses? 20 cents a cheese? 20 cents a cheese is crazy, man. Wait. Hey, this is pretty good. starvators that I'd wish you play. The bazaar is buggy and lame. Close the tab and play that game. Doom from the Kraken snare. Okay, the last lyric, you didn't quite get it, but like... When the Kraken snare, there's a lonely view, and poor heart fucked against the wall, an uncut girl with the scarlet bra. Close your eyes for mama and papa with the bird I share. Something like that, right? I don't know if that's it. It's like all the right words in the wrong order. Only good Red Hot Chili Peppers song? It's not the only good one. There's a couple, but they do mostly suck pretty bad. Also, that song's not good. Sorry. we're making enemies today. I got Timbaland and Nelly Furtado stuck in my head, but they're not singing Promiscuous Girl. They're singing like, Deciduous fir, you are a tree, you're giving me shade, and your leaves are quite green. Now we gotta find a tree that rhymes with boy. Maybe like, I don't know, give me like Suriname today. That song was huge, man. Were you there for that? Georgia's warmer. How about Vietnam? Georgia, Vietnam, Suriname, South Africa? That's adjacent to the answer, bro. Lesotho? That's the one. Pretty good after yesterday's. We're zipping through the fucking shit, man. We're zipping through the dulls today. This is Somalia, bro. A new word game. Can you complete the word grid? I'll tell you what, brother. I'll give you a try. On the word grid? Why not, man? You've been good to me. Five-letter word that contains U and D. Found. Five-letter word that contains M and S. Meals. Five-letter word that contains U and C. Ounce. Contains U and D and ends with ing. Pudding. That's not a good one, man. Contains M and S and ends with ing. Smoldering. Now we're talking. Now we're fucking talking. Contains U and C and ends with ing. Sucking, fucking, trucking. Let's see. Circulating, bro. Oh! Six-letter word with U and D. Doula. Six-letter word with M and S. Metzes. I'm a fucking god of words. It's the greatest game that's ever been made. I took a unicorn away from somebody. I put a black hole on the board, bro. Six-letter word with UC. All right. Let me think about this. You could easily just go like uncles, but we could do better. Pucker. Rarer than 26% of grids. I even got a black hole on the board, whatever the hell that means, man. We got to add that one to the rotation. That's fun. Get this shit off of here, man. We got to... If you won't stand for anything, what will you fucking fall for, buddy? We got to get this shit out. No one's clicking the damn share button anyway. Let's just Rare positive virtue signaling opportunity to just do the right thing on that one. I get it, man. I get it. But hang on, I'm adding this to my bookmarks bar. Location. Yeah, put that in the bookmarks toolbar. Is it in there? Yeah, kind of. Can I drag you into here instead? I did. I can. That's a good one, man. You know why? Because it's an easy one. You got to play kind of hard golf. Is it a dull or is it a video game? December 2nd. I'm not playing Bracket City, Chibli. You stick to Dyson posting, okay? Hollywood Pictures, a near blockbuster in 94 starring Tim Allen. Tim Allen pre-Santa Claus. Oh, no, it's December, man. This has got to be the Santa Claus one. Yeah, that's a given. I thought I was older when that came out, but I guess not. Paramount Pictures, Week 3, starring Patrick Stewart. That's Star Trek. I could see that being First Contact, because like Nemesis came out when I was a little older, not First Contact. Perhaps this might be Generations, because they did the first one. Yeah, it was like the old Star Trek guys and the new Star Trek guys. That makes sense. Universal, 20 million, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what I was hoping for. Comedy science fiction from 94. Total Recall. It's not really much of a comedy, I guess. Is this The Last Action Hero? That's kind of a comedy. Last Action Hero. Tagline: nothing is inconceivable. Wasn't doing so hot. Oh my god, it's twins. I mean, Junior. Are there really two Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies? Or have I swallowed propaganda for a movie that doesn't exist? There's a movie where they're twins, right? And then, oh, this is a movie where he becomes pregnant somehow. Okay. That is Uncle Junior right there. That's crazy, man. Budget 60 mil. Hollywood Pictures, starring Keenan Ivory Wayans from 94. Little past I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. Is this like Don't Be a Sucker? When your juice, hang on. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Is it CB4? Comedy crime. Okay, well, I gotta try I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. No, okay. He's armed and dangerously funny. A black detective becomes embroiled in a web of danger while searching for a missing fortune in drug money. During the course of his okay. A low-down dirty shame. Fair enough, man. I don't know that one. I do know, don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood or whatever. You didn't know it either, man. If you like Blonde on Blonde, you'd love Rattle. Nice try, brother. Nice try. You skipped number 4? Is that true? I did skip number. I was wondering where my stats went, man. Big movie too. 90 million. Tom Cruise, 94. Horror, drama, fantasy. From 94? Horror. Oh, it's Interview with the Vampire. I was out of my fucking mind not to type that first. That's embarrassing, bro. That's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to Pilsner. This should be so doable, dude. In fact, I think I've got it, okay? It's Elizabeth Moss. Let's do it in reverse. I'm trying to get him to the Greek. So let's flip it. It's going to be like Jon Favreau to like Maid to Vince Vaughn. Oh, anyway, $4 a pound. Vince Vaughn to if your posters look like this, your career is washed. Sorry to say. Sorry, Vince. Sorry. If you've got 3 movie posters in a row that look like this, you're done. It's time to sign the exclusive Netflix deal, okay? Where was I going with this one? I was going to go to old school. And then like I'm trying to find like a Jonah Hill connection. You're my boy, Blue. What a cast, man. What a cast. Bro, that's Margaret Cho from Rushmore. You can't trick me on that one. Takes you to Jason Schwartzman, which takes you to Funny People, which takes you to Seth Rogen, which takes you to 40-Year-Old Virgin, which takes you to Jonah Hill, which takes you to Get Him to the Greek, which takes you to Elizabeth Moss, which takes you to The Invisible Man. Time? 120. Elizabeth Moss, Meadowland. Meadowland, of course, Meadowland. Funny People does not take me to Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen hate is so like 2019, man. He's doing good stuff. He's doing good stuff. Now, everyone who's like, he just does the same joke is going to now do the same joke. They're all going to type, ha, 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 ha. Yeah, exactly, man. I'll never forgive him for Sausage Party. I mean, honestly, if you were stupid enough to watch it, like, blame yourself. Don't blame him. Obviously, that shit was going to be stupid. I mean, do you know the premise? I think he's good, man. I thought he said Joe Rogan. Fuck, marry, kill. Seth Rogen, Joe Rogan, and Rogan Josh, the Indian curry. I think I would probably marry. I might marry the curry, to be honest with you. I got to think about that, though. His weed brand is too expensive. Bro, it's 2025. Why are you buying white label celebrity products, man? Go, like, call the store and be like, here's my budget. Give me something. You don't need to have the Seth Rogen's bespoke marijuana brand. You're donating money to him every time you buy it. If you buy like a, you know, like a vase or something that he made, that's a different story. But if I opened a Booster Juice, would you guys like order from it? No. All right, I'll just stream more, I guess. I don't know what this shit is. This is like Cave Story. Metacritic score of 79. This is like Sonic Generations. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Good job. The answer was Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Let's guess the game. Can you please watch Tar? I could consider it. I didn't realize your name was Off-Brand Stanky Leg. I only read Off-Brand, and then I thought that you were Dan's manager. I was like, why? Oh, no, man. I got Dan's manager in chat telling me to watch Tar. This is the one. It's the Sam Barlow game. Is it telling lies? No, apparently. Lies? Because I played the lies one. The other one was called something devilish, like heretic or something. Humanity? Is it? I don't think it's called Humanity, bro. Oh, this is her story. But what's the one I'm thinking of? What's the one I'm thinking? Immortal was the one I was thinking of, but that's her story, which is what we should call history. I know this shit. This is like Reigns. Never mind. It's the like King, something King. This is like a root. Rusty Lake Roots. Magic the Gathering. I know this shit, man. What is this one called? You could play it like with your chat. Maybe I don't know this. Maybe this is Dragon Age. Maybe this is Gauntlet. Maybe it's like the Witcher card game. Dune Spice Wars. That makes a lot of sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. You're like the fucking Atreides. You're the Harkonnens. You're on Arrakis doing some shit. I don't really know who you are, to be honest with you. Dunk Spice Wars. Wait, I still got to do guess. They should make a new Dune, man. Maybe like, yeah, I forgot Andor just came out. How about Star Wars Episode 1 Racer? It's not a science fiction racing game from 1999. How about Cooking Mama? Shop and Chop. It's a single-player only game from later than 2009. How about Titanfall 1? Doesn't take place in the first person. How about The Evil Within 2? More recent than that, even. That's kind of crazy. How about like the most recent Metro game to come out, which was probably Exodus. Not a shooter, bro. And that's in the first person. Single player game that came out. How about Blueprints? That's in the first person, bitch. How about World of Goo 2? They don't even have, that's sad, man. They don't even have it in there. Educate yourself. How about Dragon Sugma? Actually, type Sugma. Okay, it's not from last year. I would happily take a one-time clue. I think we have nothing. It's a fantasy game. It's Dragon Age, the Veilguard. That's also from last year, apparently. It's Baldur's Gate 3. Came out in 2020 to 2022. It's not an RPG. That's kind of crazy. But it's a fantasy game. Forspoken? Not Forspoken, bro. RimWorld. Would I have gotten it? No, I would never have gotten Hatsune Miku Project Diva Mega Mix. It's not a fantasy game, man. We need to have a conversation about that. The theme is, both the genre and the theme are music. Those are not, they might be your fantasy, but it doesn't fit the genre trappings of fantasy. Words have different meanings. Now, I take a little offense to that just because I was misled. I was doomed from the start, but I was also misled. And just for that, bitch, you're getting Puckdoku. Without a doubt. Colorado Avalanche player who played in the AHL, Gabriel Landeskog. Ottawa Senators player who played in the AHL, I don't know. This guy maybe? Whatever. Sean McEachern. Not Shane. Give me a second here. Sean. Anyone know how to spell McEachern? Sean McEachern. We take those! Oh, we take those, man. We take those. I have to say Jonathan Dahlen for that one? Whatever, bro. Okay. How about like fucking... About what's that dude's name? Brandon Leipzig? Yeah, that's a given. All right, that's good enough. There's no fucking word grid or whatever. That did look like Furio, man. Sandra Bullock every day, huh? It's Sandra Bullock week.
Title starts with cute as in.
Guys, do you think there's something deeper in season 3 of The Sopranos about how like Tony's wing of La Cosa Nostra glorifies like the 70s gangster culture from movies like The Godfather, but Joe Pantoliano's like sub crew is getting into shit like Gladiator, like ancient Rome type stuff. Do you think there's like a little push and pull going on there that reveals more about their characters? They cook with a meatball. That's true. That's true. You're cooking? I'll think on that for a bit. I got lots of time during the rides. Joaquin Phoenix, $100 million plus at the box office. Yeah, Gladiator. I really thought Joker would have cleared. Joaquin Phoenix, one-word title, ignore the. Her. Movie like really brought the mustache back, I feel. Like he was on the vanguard of bringing mustaches back in like 2014. Title starts with cute as Ed. The Master. The Master. We'll take that. The Her. Demi Moore, $100 million plus at the box office. I probably got to go Charlie's Angels 2 full throttle there. Everything was making $100 million back then. One word title, ignore the. I'd really like to not play the substance here. So I'm going to play Striptease so that I can then play the substance. A lot of people were on the same line there. Turns out a lot of people had the similar idea there. Sandra Bullock, $100 million plus at the box office run. Title starts cute as Ed. I'm going to say Speed 2 Cruise Control. Fuck you, buddy. Ignore the net. $100 million plus at the box office. I don't know if Demolition Man would have gotten there, man. There's obviously a lot. Didn't we played The Blind Side last time? Let's play Gravity for this one. 8.1. Top 29%. That's rough. They got to give Sandra a break. I mean, dude, she's been on Movie Grid and the whatever the other one is we play, Actor Grid, like 20 times in the past week. It's insane. Hang on, I'm selecting all images with traffic lights. How you doing, Shibley, by the way?
Quicken, a verb meaning to make alive, revive. Quicken, a verb meaning to make alive. Vital, a adjective meaning of the
Good dude, excited for the day ahead of me. That's what this shit's all about, man. What do you got going on today, Chibley? You want to go day for day? You want to go day for day on this shit? It's my 11th anniversary. I've been married to my wife for 11 years. How about you? What do you got going on today? Anything that compares to that? Don't say you got a new vacuum cleaner. I'm going to make spaghetti. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Hali, a noun meaning the castle or house of a medieval king or noble. The word originates.
I'm pissed. Howley?
Vocabulary. A noun. Depose. A verb.
T-pose. Yeah, we all knew that was going to happen. It was legit just haul. That's pissing me off, man. 11 years kind of crazy. You know what's kind of crazy is like I have friends. Kate and I got married pretty young. I was 25. She was 22. And we said, we're getting early on this one. I can't wait to then go to all of my friends' weddings that are going to get married after me. And fucking Josh got married in 2019. What the fuck, guys? What the fuck? Where's all my other friends? I'm not even talking about having kids, but like, you're supposed to get like a free meal out of it or something. And then when they do get married, and this is their right, by the way, but when they do get married, it's never like, hey, we're getting married. It's like, hey, we got married this night. Like I find out in the group chat, somebody types like, congrats on getting married this weekend. And I find out that they just went to City Hall and did it because they had like an extra 2 hours or something. You didn't even invite them? We invited all of them when we were going to renew our vows at 10 years, and they all said no. So now you know why I didn't invite them in the first place, bro. You want me to try? I'd go to your wedding if it wasn't in New Zealand, Shibley. Realistically, based on like when you leave your house, you're probably going to meet your partner in the United States anyway, somewhere in like the Santa Ana to Los Angeles corridor. Maybe in Texas, but I'm imagining there's a little bit of like a culture shock there. No, the website's still broken. New Zealand's really far away. Bread. 5 spice indicates to me that this is probably Chinese bread. Can I say something? That looks good as fuck. This is Scran, for one. And anybody who doesn't say that this looks good, if they click the yuck button, I want them out of chat. Get him out of here! That looks good as fuck, man. Okay, that's the most overwhelming green bar I've ever seen in the game. Everyone's chill. You're all chill. Even the 4%. I can live with that. Xiaobing. That looks like... I mean, I see sambal, so I want to say this is Indonesia. It looks like Southeast Asia, but let's go Indonesia. That's warm. Let's go Thailand. That's, I thought that would be Indonesia. Because I had a Dutch housemate who kept making dishes with this name that I dare not say. It's east of Thailand. South of the Philippines? Southwest of the Malaysia? Northeast of Malaysia? Myanmar? What the fuck? Brunei! Just for that, nah, I can't front. That looks pretty good. I would yum that any day of the week, man. Rice pudding flavored with cinnamon and sugar. United Kingdom? That's hot, bro. Southeast of the UK? The Netherlands? Turgul. Switzerland? France. Oh, that's the one I forgot. I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to yuck this one. I feel like if you place that in front of me, there is a chance I would not eat it. I'm not really a picky eater, but it just, I don't know, something about that just doesn't look right to me. I think I'm a yuck on that one. Still beat the average, though. Isn't it just rice pudding? I don't like rice pudding, though. So that's probably like a relevant piece of information now that I think about it. In 1869, Anchor brand horseradish became the first product made and marketed by a dude with what surname? Kraft. Kraft makes so much more sense than Heinz. Oh, it's Heinz. Fuck. That would have been free points. With lyrics legendarily written by a soon-to-be-killed revolutionary in 1830, La Brambacan is the anthem of what nation? What about, like, Haiti? Though one of its 12 ginormous panels has been stolen, the Ghent altarpiece, Belgium. Who's the famous revolutionary from 1830s Belgium? Pacers in 5? I must have missed that. John Belgium. Paul McCartney got help from his friend's language teacher mom to write what cutesy Beatles song? Language teacher mom. Like cutesy Beatles song? I'm thinking of like When I'm 64. But that doesn't... You think wouldn't it be sick if he got help to write when I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the sign? Cutesy Beatles song. I was thinking of some shit where like they sing in French, man. They do sing in French. Don't they sing in French in like She Loves Me or I Love, because we love her and he knows you will be glad. As near as we can tell, what's the only first name shared by a former U.S. First Lady and an Oscar-winning Malaysian-born actress? Michelle? He does go, I love you in Michelle. Fuck. I knew it too. I just had to think about it for a second, man. 30 spokes unite at a single hub. The empty space makes the wheel useful. Damn, that's fucking deep, man. A typically deep quote from the scriptures of what philosophy? Epistemology? The way is empty. Oh, this is fucking Taoism, right? The way is empty yet never refills with use. It's bottomless like the forefather of the myriad creatures. Taoism. That's sick, man. What New World rodents have the densest fur of any land mammal? How about the possum? Around the same size as a guinea pig. What jumpy rodent takes dust baths instead of the normal kind? Jumpy rodent? Named for an Andes people who ate it. Chinchilla. Chinchillas jump? I didn't know that, man. I just knew, I guess they do have really dense fur. They kind of look like a couch. It's prime 11-year-old knowledge. It's true. Me, when I ask my daughter what is the only animal that has cuboid poop, She's like, boom, wombat. Next question. That's all I got. It was pretty good today. Can live with 9 points. We have not done Scramble yet. Sailor who ejaculates would be like, permission to come aboard, Captain? It's a little forced, but I do like the idea, man. It's not quite as good, I think, as when you're getting road ass from the guy with the pencil sharpener ass and then he hits a bump, Monka S. Like that's an all-timer for me. Bacon cheeseburger, mate. Looks okay. Steak and chips and red wine gravy. I gotta be honest, the steak and chips looks a lot better. But Scramble pisses me off. Because, like, even though it looks better, does it look $3.50 better? It looks fucking raw? No, the fuck it doesn't, bro. That shit is like... It honestly might be medium. It might be medium. It's not even medium rare, I think. It's closer to a medium. The bacon, I mean, that's just how British bacon looks, right? They haven't figured out that it's not this like round stuff yet. It's like long strips. I would rather eat this by a mile. Popcorn chicken with curly fries with 4 dips. That's, like, listen. This is pie mash and liquor. Sounds like the punchline of like a British dirty joke. That's 17 pounds. But it looks pretty good. And it's a big fucking bucket. I get that there's like some perspective going on, but we take those. Fan Village breakfast at the Qatar World Cup for 200 pounds versus one of the best looking things we've ever seen in Scramble. We'll probably go with that one. Sausage, AI generated sausage versus salt and pepper chicken loaded fries. We're going to go with the Berry Farm on this one by a mile. No bun or anything is crazy. Like napkin bun is gross. Burger looks bad. Fish and chips looks pretty good. We go fish and chips on that one by a mile. Fried bean dumpling with shrimp, batapa, and peppers versus some pretty good looking Japanese katsu. We got to be honest. That's a given. Chicken strips. Oh, now we got a tough one, man. I'm not going to virtue signal on you. It looks okay. But, I mean, that looks really good. Wow! It looks so good! The fish and chips looks incredible, I feel. The chicken curry and chips looks pretty good. Let's go katsu. But it didn't even look like katsu. It was like British chicken katsu. It was like, there were like little pieces of like popcorn chicken, man. That's not, I've been to Japan. I've eaten, that's like the only thing my daughter would eat there. That and rice. These look so bad. Brother, the fish and chips looks incredible. It looks amazing. I do think that it being twice the price, it may not matter that it looks 4 times better, but that's a given, man. Sometimes you got to stick with it. I got to be honest, regardless of the price, the sandwich just looks more photogenic, to be honest with you. Those are some pretty decent choices, though. Then the last one, fried chicken with mentaiko mayonnaise or chicken burger and dirty fries. $5.50 each. We'd go with the fried chicken and mentaiko mayonnaise, man. I'm still a little stunned at number 6 today, but that's okay. The katsu did not look good, but also I know there's some things you have to keep in mind. Scramble is like a roguelike where you're the room instead of the dude with the sword. And what items do they have? They have like a plus 25% buff if the food exists in the category that has the tag Japanese. It just happened. And I get it. Because that buff kind of applies to almost every piece of media that comes out as well. So I understand. I always have to factor in the fact that if the food is Japanese, it's going to be a little bit overglazed by people who have never been to Japan. The chicken was dry. They're gonna kill you for saying it, but it's true, man. It's true. The bull pit beast or the chicken burger? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'd rather have the chicken burger. I think the bull pit beast is gonna win. Crispy Korean chicken on a bed of skin-on fries versus Chinese chicken wraps. I mean, I bet that's pretty good. I'm not just saying that because it's in Vancouver, okay? That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. I know we never really established like why the rice is the color of Kraft macaroni and cheese. I think I gotta go. I gotta go with that one. I gotta follow my heart. Currywurst doesn't lose. It doesn't matter. It's like insta-lock. Churros versus grilled sausage. That's a fuckload of churros, bro. I don't think I've ever seen that many churros in a single container in my life. I thought churros were like your one and done. I do think that that looks sick, though. I think that looks awesome, and I think I would love to eat it. I think the churros are going to win. Onion bhajis. I do like an onion bhaji, but it's hard to compete with. Paste is going to possibly kill you on this one, man, but I got to... Just call it ground chicken and you would have made it. This is an auto lose. The World Cup Greek salad is an auto lose. Chicken croquette. I'm gonna crash out, okay? Chicken croquette sounds so much better than chicken paste in a bun, but Jack Daniel's pulled pork loaded fries. This is everything I hate about concession food. Leave Jack Daniel's out of it, okay? It's not necessary. If you are making a food and the menu as a result of your food requires you to have the registered trademark symbol in it, you should fuck off and not do it. Because that is shareholder food. That's not human food. That's food for shareholders. That being said, now that I'm done virtue signaling, I think it looks pretty good, so I'm going to click on it. Korean fire fries or jerk chicken and rice meal. I think that they both look good, man. It's insane that this is, I guess it's not like a Tupperware, but I think they both look good. I'd rather have this, but I'm not mad about that. Chicharrones and one of the worst margarita pizzas I've ever seen in this game. We'll go chicharrones on that. Salt and chili chicken pie versus curry goat and rice. It's curry goat and rice by a... It has ink on the pie, bro. It has ink on the pie. Chicken tikka naan versus the ribman pie. This looks okay. At least it's not covered in green sludge. They've put the green sludge in like one section. But I'm going tikka naan for sure. Burger with burger sauce. Burger sauce the vibe when a burger is the play. I think these both look pretty good. I would rather have the flatbreads, but I feel like the burger buff is like too hard to ignore. All right, fair enough, man. I would rather have that. I can't be mad. Steak and black pudding pie, vegan Chipotle burger. Whoever wins, we lose. I'll take the steak and black pudding pie. Pizza dog versus... Okay, so this looks like natto or bugs, but I love spätzle, man. It's just like, it's Central European pasta. I gotta feel like the pizza dog is a little less intimidating than what looks like a wok full of bugs, though. So I'm gonna go pizza dog. Fair enough. It's a hard one today, man. Burger looks a little sad. The chicken strips look pretty good. I was virtue signaling. The chicken strips look amazing. Breakfast wrap versus chicken tikka wrap and chips. The breakfast wrap looks awesome, but I mean, by 0.2%, I can't even be mad about that. Bacon cheeseburger looks disgusting. Pulled pork baguette with fries. Disgusting, disgusting. We'll go with slightly less disgusting. Sorry, those cheesy... Who's going to be the... Because they keep rebuking us for saying it. They don't do the loaded fries right. They don't do the loaded fries right. Chips, repulsive. Chips with a spritz of orange cum on them. Fucking mint. Remember that, man? They don't do it right. And when you tell them they don't do it right, they go, you don't do it right. It's insane, man. They have such pride in their incorrectness. Like, this looks like shit, man. You have to... Jazz is the notes you don't play, and sometimes presentation is like the shit you don't put on the food. You put too much shit on, now it looks like it was made by Stable Diffusion. Now something's not right here. I'll give you that. And I think this is going to win, but I'm going to follow my heart and vote for that. I think that the fact that that's at 92% is everything wrong with Scramble, okay? At least that's like Pie Sports. I can't do this anymore. Maybe one more real quick. Beef brisket roll versus Chinese chicken curry pie. I would have actually closed the tab if that didn't win. The Stedion plate or Parmo in a bun. I love a good sausage, man, but I also feel like I disagree. And this is not a North American take. This is me siding with Europe over the UK. I feel like UK is like gaming consumers. They look for a reason not to buy something. So what they look for here is buns too small for the fucking sausage, mate. Buns too small for the sausage. No stars. I wouldn't eat that. The bun's too small for the fucking sausage. Okay? You just eat the sausage and you get to the bun, you eat them together, and then you eat the rest of the sausage. Like, it looks delicious, man. But I think this is going to win because it, like, looks more appropriate, which is fucked up. Look at that. The British person in chat. Why is it double the bun size? You're not going to eat it anyway. You probably think carbs are the enemy. Okay, pie mash and gravy. It's certainly a lot better than Sodexo Special. Carne asada plate. Little light on the on the asada. Is the asada in the room with us right now? I mean, this is rare for me to say, man. I feel like even though the hot dog looks gross and this is quote unquote real food, I actually think that the hot dog looks better. %90 seems crazy to me for that, but I'll take the chicken satay. Jerk chicken poutine versus hot dog. It's simple. Bun's too small. Bun's too small, mate. Next question. Sausages, mash, and gravy. That looks fucking sick, but this is from Japan, so it clears easily. This is a tough one, because the wrap looks really good, man, but this is kind of like the platonic ideal of steak, pie, chips, and gravy. Stick to my guns on that one. Chicken tandoori pie versus cheese sandwich. Chivley, you know what this is. When you order when they say, don't worry, we've got vegetarian options. You know what that's like, Chivley. You know what that's like. Gherkin and brie on a baguette. Obviously, it's going to be chicken tandoori pie. Currywurst wins. Oh, shit. Currywurst meat palms. I gotta go. I recognize the price difference, but I gotta go with the Palms, man. I'm not even mad. That could have gone either way. All right, that's enough Scramble for today. Hydrogen bomb versus hydrogen bomb. Yeah, man. I can't do this, man. I can't do. Every time I'm on my stop flattening conversation when there's nuanced shit. I'm beating this drum, and I'm like, you don't care because it's Twitch chat, which is like it deserves, like it exists to flatten conversation. Please stop bringing up how expensive concession prices are at top flight football club stadiums in Scramble. They're the most expensive restaurants in the world for the shittiest food. We all know it, man. I've been going to the movies my whole life. I can't just keep having a conversation about how expensive the popcorn is. It's a solved issue. Buy it or don't buy it at this point, man. I can't be 80 and like auditing my whole life. And I've talked about how expensive popcorn is for like 3 fucking days of my life. It's crazy. You gotta chill, bro. Literally, like there'll be food from the World Cup and they're like 15 pounds for that sandwich. And you're like, yeah, man. It's crazy. That's why I didn't go. Well, that and I don't really fuck with soccer too much, but it really is too expensive. It's too expensive for you, for the dude owning the stadium. It's probably like exactly the right price. I bet they've done like a lot of market research. It's a captive audience, bro. Okay, where did we did food guesser. We did thrice. We need disorderly next. It should still not be normalized. Here we go, Chiblee. Here we go. The bar couldn't be lower. Can we stop normalizing expensive foods at the World Cup? Sure, man. Oh, you think food should be cheaper? That's not really based. I think it should be free. People need to eat. It's a human right. Now, there's a lot of restaurants in the UK. They probably have to pay me to eat there, but let's start small, okay? You went to the Olympics, didn't you? I did, and what's fucked up is the concessions were insanely cheap because Korea's kind of based like that. At the women's hockey final, like the gold medal match, beers were 2,000 won each, which is $2. It's insane. The entire audience was Canadians and Americans. They could have charged like 20,000 won a beer. That's why they're goated for that one, man. So it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, Korea's got kind of a different sort of economics thing going on. But anyway, they kind of had to make them cheap because you had to take the KTX out the fucking like Gangwon or Gangneung, sorry. So you already burned like $110 on the KTX ticket from Seoul. Anyway, regardless. Also, it was Korean beer, so it probably wasn't good. That's true, but also the beer at most stadiums is pretty bad, to be honest with you. Actually, all beer is bad. People should just not eat sugar, is what I'm saying. Sorry, I'm becoming the wokest streamer, and I learned it from you. I learned it from you. Bread is good? Yeah, that's damn true. Thanks for not roasting me. I got all my aggression out on the chatter who said, you're the only streamer where I feel the need to fast forward. Fast forward to 10 minutes when I see you in the ban request, buddy. Number of US locations they have starting with the most. This is crazy. I actually don't know because so many of these are like so regional. I'm assuming Walmart is up there. And from there, I'll be honest with you, I've never seen a Dollar General in my life, but I know that they exist. And dollar stores are very common in Canadian cities. So if I'm like fitting that mold onto American cities, I would expect there to be more dollar stores than AutoZones. Pharmacies are very common. I would perhaps expect them to be even more common than dollar stores. The 7-Eleven is the crazy one because convenience stores are some of the most common stores. But the U.S. has so much competition, especially like regionally. You got your Wawas, your Sheetz, your Bucky's, your... What's the one finger 11? What's the one I'm trying to think of? Circle K, that's the one I'm trying to think of. One thing's for sure, I think you're at the bottom. I'm going to say it's this. That just feels right to me. Interesting. This is interesting, man. AutoZone's not at the bottom. Which of these would I expect to be at the bottom? Maybe 7-Eleven? And then which one of these would be the most? Maybe 7-Eleven. Maybe CVS kind of like went out of business, right? Dollar General's got the most. This is a tough one today. 7-Eleven second, Walmart third, AutoZone, CVS. Dude, I get that Walmarts are huge. I'm kind of surprised, though. A lot of AutoZones, too. CVS literally owns 8 now? Why is 7 afraid of 8, though? Wait, that's not the one. I thought CVS... Was it Rite Aid that applied for bankruptcy protection or something then? There was some pharmacy applied for it. Rite Aid. Okay, yeah. Walgreens. See, they're the guy did CVS, Rite Aid, Walgreens, whatever. They should do like a Canadian disorderly, man. It should be like sort these NHL players by lifetime points. From Wayne Gretzky to fucking John Scott. Sort these Ontario cities by the number of Boston pizzas in them. Something tells me, if I had to guess, I don't know if you guys can ask like Grok this or whatever. I feel like London, Ontario has the highest amount of Boston pizzas per capita of Ontario cities with over 100,000 people in them. I just feel like London, Ontario is really fucking with Boston pizza. And I don't have anything to back it up with, but... Nobody knows? There's a juxtastat for you today? All right, all right. Higher percentage of new housing units is kind of crazy. Puerto Rico has had some natural disasters that might have contributed to more constructions, but also Arizona has kind of like a secular population boom right now, right? I'm going to go Arizona. Higher population, Chad, Kuwait. I'm going to say Kuwait. I'd love to see the difference there. Chad. Higher pedestrian cyclist fatalities per capita. Connecticut or Albuquerque? This one's interesting because I don't think anyone's going to know the answer, so I'm going to talk this out with chat. I would think that Connecticut, maybe I was going to say Connecticut is more bike friendly, but that might not be true. But it hits at something that I'm trying to get at. I feel like the more bike friendly a place is, the more per capita cyclist fatalities that they'll have. And my perhaps counterintuitive thinking there is when biking is very unfriendly, people are less likely to bike. So the friendlier it is to bike, the more cyclist fatalities there probably are. So I have no idea what to think. So I would think that like Connecticut has more per capita cyclist fatalities. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about. Higher percentage of adults with a fair or poor self-rated health status. Well, that depends. Like literally every 50-year-old man here is like 170 pounds wears small Patagonia zip-ups and competes in ultra marathons. So I'm going to say Dallas has a lower self-rated health status. Higher percentage of people between 25 and 64 who have at least a high school diploma. The Vancouver region of Greater Vancouver Regional District. I honestly think that it's going to be Gatineau. The reason is the reason is Vancouver has a really large homeless population, basically. So fair enough. 88 versus 94? What the hell, man? I thought for sure it would have been like where I guess you have to have a university degree to work in government, but still, your area is nice. Yeah, I know. But like, there's kind of a trick question. I guess what I'm trying to say is like, what the fuck is wrong with Gatineau, bro? Like, how does 1 in 12 people not have a high school diploma in Gatineau? UBC is there. No disrespect, but if you go look at the picture again, UBC is literally not there. Sorry, I was wrong, so now I have to find somebody in chat who is confidently incorrect, and then I've got to... They cut off it before they got to the university endowment lands, and then UBC is even further beyond that, okay, buddy? You wouldn't last a minute on the streets where they raised me, is what I'm trying to say, or where I moved when I was like 24. It's above the airport? Yeah, bro, it's because it's not in the same city. And also, up here, we call that north of the airport. Because the airport's in Richmond, bro. Because Gatineau's trash? You literally can't say that. That's problematic. Okay, I've deflected enough. Let's go /marker. Dolls.